Hello, everybody, and welcome to our next video in the orientation series. And in this video, we're going to talk about Canvas, our learning management system, or LMS, and some of the things that you might need to know to navigate within the MBA program. If you're really familiar with Canvas, you might want to skip this video, but I might also be giving some tips and tricks or whatever. So it might be worthwhile even if you're very familiar with Canvas. So let's go ahead and get started. For those that are new to Limestone, new to Canvas, we'll try to go through this quickly yet thoroughly. And this is the main Limestone website at limestone.edu. And you can either search on Canvas or you can go to the very bottom, and you can log on to both your Limestone email as well as Canvas, our learning management system. So you'll come up with a login, and you should have gotten a login. And actually, if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you got a login because you're in Canvas. And once you log in, I usually go to the dashboard, which is this little, I guess, speedometer, tachometer over on the left-hand side. And that gives you a list of all your current or future courses. Now, one of the cool things is that you can move these around. And like, for example, if I want this class over here, so that you can really move up and down your current courses so that they're up here on the top line. One of the other things that you can see from the dashboard is things that are currently due, and I'm currently teaching 4 classes, so there's a number of things that are due from different students, and you can click on these and go directly to it. I won't do that because then you'll be able to see some students' work. I can click on the coming up because these are things that will be due in the next week. And so I know that these won't actually have any students in it, but you can click on it and see what the assignment is, and then also submit it from here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a class. And again, I'm not going to go into a live class. This is a class of mine. It's an MBA class that hasn't started yet. So I know there's no student assignments in there, so we can play around a little bit. But this is basically, let me get in student view. This is what your classes will, for the most part, look like throughout the MBA program. And we're going to go through hopefully some tips to get you more comfortable with this. But all of them, you should have the first tab on the home page is the instructor information. So if you click on this, it should give you who the instructor is, as well as their email and at least their office phone number. Some professors give cell phone numbers out and others don't, but you should at least be able to get their office number. There's a welcome letter from the professor. This next one, we've asked all professors in the business department to add to their each one of their Canvas courses. And that is an Ask the Professor. And this gives you a quick and easy way to ask the professor any questions you might have. With the one caveat is that everybody can see this. So I one time had a student ask, I don't understand why I got a 50 on my paper. And of course I responded with, I'll email you. Because now everyone in class knows your grade on the paper. So this is definitely something that you can use to ask general questions. I didn't see where something was due. I'm not sure how to complete this assignment. I'm not sure what you're asking for. Can you provide additional information on X? And this is one place that I know I look first. As soon as I go into the classes, that's the first place I look, is to see if there's any questions in the Ask the Professor. So this is a great place to ask questions. I'll also go with one of the benefits of an online program is you get to do your assignments when it's convenient to you. The downside is that just because it's convenient to you doesn't mean that the professor is on and looking 24/7. As a matter of fact, I can guarantee that professors aren't in their class 24/7. So it might be like, for example, if I, logged off at 7 p.m. and you ask the question at 7:01, it might be until tomorrow afternoon, because I'm teaching all day in the morning. It might be until tomorrow afternoon that I even see this to log on. So with that, I will say that I'm fine with if there's a general question, I didn't see where this paper was due. If another student sees that question out there, I have no problem with them answering it and say, hey, it's on page 5 of the syllabus and it's due Sunday of week 6. So anyway, it is a great place for students to go and ask questions of the professor, and it keeps them, I guess, in one place. So I don't miss that you asked a question, because sometimes with weekly discussions, if we've got 25 people in a class and everybody's responding 3 or 4 times and you ask a question in the middle of that, it's possible that I miss it or something. So this is a great place. This is Limestone policies, and I put a library course page on there. I don't know how useful that is. It does give a listing of every article that is required for the class. But as we go through this, I'm going to show you that I put it in the week that it's due as well. So this is kind of, I guess, a second place that you can go. I will say that modules is where I normally go as soon as I log into a class. And this is what it kind of looks like. So we've got all the things that are on the home page. Next thing is the syllabus. And if you click on that, you'll be able to see and download the syllabus. So I would highly recommend downloading the syllabus. And I say that because if you ever lose internet and you can't log on to the class, at a minimum, you know what's due the following week, so you can get started on it. So you can click right here to download it, or you can view it right here. And our syllabi follow the same format. So you'll have the professor, again, their email and phone number, all the textbooks and supplementary materials, and I have links to all these in the class. And then there's a bunch of videos in the syllabus. And again, I have links to these in the class. So again, and the cool thing is, if you can't log on to the class, at least you can then type these in and get to the video. If you have internet access, it's obviously a lot easier just to click on it in the class, but this is kind of a backup in case you lose internet access. So in the syllabus, you'll have a weekly schedule, and it will have all the reading materials as well as major assignments. And a major assignment is any test, paper, anything that is due beyond like a discussion question that is a weekly assignment. But major assignments are due on Sunday at midnight in the MBA program. Discussion questions, many professors have your initial discussion question due either Wednesday or Thursday evening of the week, and that just avoids everybody posting Sunday night, and then there's really no discussion in the class and of some potential issues that maybe came up during the week, because all the students then are on the following week and doing that work. So many professors require weekly discussion questions to be posted, let's say Thursday at midnight, which then gives Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for some type of discussion going on. So major assignments will be listed both here in the weekly course schedule, as well as a description both in Canvas as well as on the syllabus. So for example, in week 7, we've got the BP case study due. And then you can go into the syllabus and find out exactly what you're supposed to do for the BP case study and what I'm asking the students to do. So that is basically the syllabus. So if we go back here to the modules, again, I would recommend downloading it and printing it off in case you lose internet access, but that is completely up to you. So how we've got this separated is each week we have assignments, and you can see as we go through that each week there are different assignments, and we'll go back to week 1. The text reading is really just, again, it tells you what chapters in the text to read, as well as what other articles, and then answer some discussion questions. So if we go back, we've got a video to watch, and again, all you have to do is click on it. The video of Colin Powell comes up for you to watch. Let's see, as well as we've got 2 different articles. You can find them up here in the library course page, or you can click on Jim Collins's article on Level 5 Leadership and read that article. Then each week, most classes have some type of discussion, and I think this one is dealing with the Collins article, so I'll keep it all in-house here. Yeah, so really this question is on the article that I asked you to read. He's obviously asserting that level 5 leaders are critical, and I'm asking, do you agree with him? Why or why not? And you should answer those questions, or that question that week. Most professors, in addition to answering the question, to get some back and forth going, because I'm going to assume that some people might disagree with Collins, and that's okay. So this gives an opportunity to have, I guess, a class discussion online. So many professors will ask you not only to just answer the question, but also to respond to another student with a substantive answer. And a substantive answer is not, yes, I agree with you, Collins was wrong. You should be able to find somebody that you can add something to. Why do you think Collins was wrong? Hopefully, and it might be that based on your experience that you've found Collins to be wrong. And again, that is okay. And I think that's what makes the class richer, is to bring in every student's experiences. So each week you will likely have some kind of discussion questions, and then again you just move on to the next, and it's very similar throughout the course. You'll have case studies to do, and we've got a video on that, but here's the case study, and again it'll be due week 7 on Sunday, whenever that is. So let me see. Also, oops. There is a grade book that you will have, and I'm in here as a test student. So you can look at how many points you got out of, for example, what do we do? The BP oil case. So out of 20 points, once you turn it in and it's graded, you'll be able to see how many points the professor gave you, and also be able to see the assignment, so that when I send it back to you with comments, corrections, suggestions, whatever, you'll be able to see that as well. Let me see. Another, I guess, interesting thing is you can also see all the people in the class with you. So here are the people that are signed up, even though this class hasn't started yet. These are the students that are enrolled in the class. So you can see who's in class with you, so you can get in touch with them and things like that. So that is basically the the learning management system and how we've agreed to set it up in the MBA program. And hopefully you find the format easy. Our intent was that you're not searching around for different articles and things like that, that the time you spent is actually either doing the reading or answering the questions, and not trying to find that, like, for example, that Colin Powell video, that it's easy for you and you can spend time doing your learning and not trying to find things. So let me see if I can. So that is basically it. And I hope this helped and gives you at least some familiarity with what you'll be seeing in classes. And again, if you have any suggestions as you go through this video or something else I need to cover, this is our first time in doing these. So certainly I'm open to any suggestions y'all might have on additional things to add to make it easier for you. So I hope you have a great day, and